Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Ansel Armstrong back again, and today we're going to be talking about the 6th inning program and what is the absolute quickest way to complete the 6th inning program. We have a method that I used for the last inning program that I tested out then, that was able to work then, that I don't see a whole lot of people talking about, and I'm going to share that method with you today, how you can kickstart your progress on the 6th inning program and knock it out in absolutely no time. I was able to finish the 5th inning program without even completing all of the online missions. A large part of that was due to the player program, but even still, not having to go through and even do all the online missions, it saved me a ton of time. I was one of the first people in the world to complete the 5th inning program. We were able to get Big Poppy. We sold him for $350K. These next inning bosses are even going to be more stubs. Of course, this inning program, the voucher is quite expensive. They're chilling about $90K per card, so $270K total to invest and get the 3 cards. Now, of course, there's some value in these cards just being on your team. Larry Walker, Mo, and Big Poppy, especially the prestige versions, are 3 of the best cards at their respective positions. So there's value within that alone, especially with guys like Larry Walker and Mo. They're going to be on your squad almost all year long. They're absolutely insane cards. Even if you're getting the voucher, you can still make a ton of stubs because it's so expensive. There's going to be a lot less people getting the voucher. Maybe people just get their boss. Maybe people just get 1 or 2 cards. And so what we're going to have is bosses who are way higher than they've been in the past. Most likely there's going to be less competition to sell early on, again, as less people have this voucher. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity to make a ton of stubs with the 6th inning program, especially once you start including the bat skins and the henchmen and the other stuff that you get along the way through completing the program. So much potential to make a ton of stubs in doing so, and we're going to be talking about what I'm going to be doing to prepare and how I'm going to quickly complete the 6th inning program. So the first thing you're going to be wanting to do is make sure you're prepared for both these collections. Obviously, you want to have the 6th inning voucher that's going to give you 75, and then you're going to want the series type that's going to give you the extra 20. As you can see, this one was all-star cards. There were quite a bit to choose from. I think the only ones not used so far have been postseason cards, veteran cards. Neither of those, I don't believe, have been used. I wouldn't also be surprised if they give us a face of the franchise collection as well. Maybe you have to collect 20 or 30 face of the franchise players, since there's so many that are out in the game right now. We're up to 60. Maybe you have to go through, collect some face of the franchise guys, with TA3 dropping not too long ago. So it could definitely be something like that. Same for the online mission. There will be a statistical mission that'll be tied to it. So if it's veteran players, if it's postseason players, you want to have at least a couple good ones. You can come on here, complete this mission, and this also depends on what the new event's going to be as well. We don't know what that event's going to all entail. Don't know exactly what we're coming, but you want to be prepared for multiple options, whether it's whether they go rookies or breakout or all-stars or veteran, postseason, 6 series, award players, prestige players, prime players. Be prepared for whatever collection hits. Make sure you got the cards available to do so for that. That's the first step, to just be prepared. Don't get taken by surprise with anything there, so you're ready to knock out whatever collections come. Now, the second thing you want to do is make sure your daily missions are stacked and ready to go. What I mean by stacked is that you can actually have multiple dailies ready to go here. As we can see on all these, it says underneath it, get new mission. If I press square, I'll get a new mission. And that means if we come in here, we'll exchange some sponsorships. Exchange 500 worth of sponsorships here. So we'll exchange the sponsorships, and when doing so, we automatically get a new mission, because when you have get new mission, that basically means you have another mission stacked behind it. So how you can play this is, one, you want to make sure that you have good ones. Bronze infield 2 RBIs. That's not too great of a mission. I'm gonna go press new mission. Gold 7 hits. Should be able to bust that one out relatively easily. Multiplayer stolen base. That one's easy. And then the inning and exchange doesn't really matter too much. But so what I'm doing here is making sure we got about over a week till it comes out right now for the 6th inning program. So I'm making sure in these first spots I have good, easy daily missions to complete. I'll come in, the program will drop. I will knock all 4 of these out. They'll all be stacked, so then I'll be able to knock all 4 out again. And then, of course, after that, about 2 to 3, 4, 5 hours into the program, can't remember the exact time frame of it, the dailies will actually reset again. So you should be able to do, if we have 4 here, you should be able to get up to 12 daily missions when knocking out your inning program. And those little bits help. If it's 4 stars, 2 2, those little bits add up. This one's actually only 1 star for compression sleeves, so I don't really want to deal with that. Then not going to give me a whole lot. I'm going to go ahead and exchange that, take the 1 star, and then it'll update, and I should be able to get a 2 or 3 star exchange there. Same with these. Usually for your online missions, you can get up to 4 stars. There are some that get a lot better, give you like 6, 7 stars, but they're a lot more difficult to do. So you want to make sure you have a good balance between ease of use and good star rewards. These are always going to be at that 2 star mark. So make sure your dailies are stacked, locked and loaded, ready to go, and you're not going to have anything there. You can get up to, you know, we do the math here. We have 2, 4, 8. Let's say this is usually 2, so that's 10, right? We do the second version of those. That's going to give us up to 20, and then they update. We get a third one of them. That'll give us 30, and you're knocking out these while playing events and getting those online wins and the online mission statistical ones complete. So it's all about that efficiency, right? So as we're knocking out dailies, getting our online wins, we don't worry about the ranked seasons wins. Those 10 of those are not worth the time it would take to do so. So we're getting these online wins, we're getting these dailies done, and we're getting our statistical missions knocked out all at the same time as efficiently and quickly as possible. So other than that, really, once the program drops, you're going to come in and you're going to knock out what the game gives you. It's the 5th inning showdown. You're going to come in. I don't do the ranked seasons ones. We do the online wins. We'll do the 2 or 1 online statistical mission. It'll probably only be 1. I doubt we get another player program drop with this inning program, although I'd be all for it. Last time I was able to complete the inning in like 4.5 hours due to that Mark Reynolds card. So I'm all for that again. So, but you're going to come on, you're going to do those. Usually I like to do showdown. Then I like to do my online missions while I'm still feeling good, playing well the game, and then hop into conquest for that last 30 stars. And generally speaking, that gets you to around 275, 280 stars. And at that point, you have to begin grinding out the game for those last 20 to 25 stars. And that is where the big difference is. But there's a little bit a way around that. So let's talk about this method that I found, that I've used before, and that it works. Now, of course, I'll preface this by saying usually SDS is pretty quick. They're pretty on top of getting any exploitive, so to speak, ways to accumulate stars or XP rather quickly. That's not intended out of the game. We've had a couple small updates since the last inning program. All of them said minor. They didn't mention anything about it, but you never know how it's going to work. You never quite, they could always change things up on us. So no guarantee that it's going to work, but it did work for me the last inning. I've heard from others that it's worked for them in previous inning programs as well. So I feel confident it'll work here. And here's the method. Here's what we're going to do. All we're going to do is we're going to head out to the main menu. We're going to go to play now. We're just going to go current rosters. Doesn't really matter. And as you can see, I have 2 controllers in. Some of y'all may know about the 2 controller method, and we're going to utilize that to some sense here. So I'm going to have one controller go over to here. I'm going to have my other controller go over to here. And as simple as that, we hop into a game. Doesn't matter the stadium. Doesn't matter anything else that's happening. Of course, you can do a couple things. I have it set up with fast play and less animations and less, no batter walk-ups, things like that. Be sure to go to your settings, turn those on. That'll make it a little bit quicker, but honestly, time doesn't really matter for this at all. The time that the game takes is pretty irrelevant. We're gonna have our pitcher started. Now, from this point, the game is going. There are a couple ways that you can do. One of the most popular ways, one of the most popular kind of XP grind methods right now is to sit there and have one team intentionally walk the other over and over again, or just have one team keep hitting homers. What I personally like to do, I found that it takes a little bit less effort. It's just sit there and strike the other team out over and over. Now, I understand that that is a bit of a grind, but the big key is here, we're doing this before the inning program drops. So I'm gonna take one team, I'm gonna come in. Usually I'll go on the classic pitching, but for the sake of this, we'll keep it on analog. We'll come in, we'll pitch, we'll strike the other team out. And again, we're starting this before the inning program drops. And so how XP works in this game in MLB The Show 20 is that XP and the rewards that you get don't actually pop up and affect your account until after the game is finished. So as we get through this inning here, you'll see in the top left corner, the XP number will update, and we get a decent amount of XP per inning. It's nothing to scoff at. It's a decent amount of XP per inning. Of course, not anything too crazy. but we will accumulate XP while we're playing this. However, none of that will affect the account. None of that will actually be attributed to our Diamond Dynasty squad or Diamond Dynasty level until after the game is over. And that's really where the big key is. So what you do is 2, 3, 4, 5, however many hours you want to do. There is a limit you can get, only up to 20 stars, so 40k XP. But several hours before the innings program starts, you start this up, you start grinding it out. You continue to do this. Last time, I believe I got to around the 80th inning of a game, and that gave me 13 stars. So just a bit of a gauge there. Now the innings go pretty quick. You can see we got 162 XP. Then I just take my other controller, and then I'd pitch and I'd do the exact same thing. Kind of alternate back and forth. I'll put up some Netflix. I'll put up another Twitch stream. I'll be hanging out. I'll watch. I'll do that. You do this for a couple hours, and then you keep doing this and you wait until the inning program drops. And after the inning program drops, you'll go ahead and go through, complete your game. Be sure not to quit. It probably shouldn't affect anything if you just quit, but I think for safety purposes, just go through, have the home team walk it off, win the game. And after that, you'll have all that XP and therefore program stars attributed to your account as soon as the inning program drops. So at 2:01 p.m. or noon Pacific time, 12:01 Pacific time, the inning program goes live. You finish the game, you go back to your main menu, you'll see you'll have 20 stars for the 6th inning program already. 1 minute in, no collections done, no voucher done, no showdown, no conquest, nothing. All you've done is literally just play beforehand and make sure that you end it after the inning program comes out. And that's all there is to it. That's the method that I've been using to get a quick head start. And you know what you're saying, 20 stars is not a lot, but that is the difference between 3, 4, 5 hours of grinding at the end of the program and just being done after you finish all your missions. And that is going to make a huge difference in terms of how quickly you can get your boss card and how quickly you can then put it up on the market in terms to make a ton of subs. These next bosses, we've had them leaked already. Who knows if they're going to change it or not? But these next bosses easily going for 450, 500,000 subs. I wouldn't be surprised at all. They're going to be some insane cards. They're all going to be 99s. They're going to be some absolutely insane cards. Now, of course, you could do the same thing in a play versus friends. You could go to extended play versus friends, challenge a friend to a Diamond Dynasty game, and you could complete it that way as well and keep going through innings. Technically, you could go a little bit quicker as, you know, it's a bit easier to pitch between two people. Bring in Darren O'Day or somebody and just slide step it out, get through innings really fast. One thing to note about that though is if at any point you auto pitch, if you step away to go to the bathroom or grab a drink of water or whatever and you auto pitch the ball, then at that point you will lose any more XP you get. The game will not give you any more XP in a play versus friends game if you auto pitch at any point. Your opponent will still get unless they auto pitch as well. Learned that last time, got about 20 innings to a game. Walked away to the bathroom, came back, had an auto pitch, and I could no longer accumulate XP. So I think the safest way to do it is just with the 2 controller setup, play now, grind that out for a couple hours before the program drops. Once that program drops, finish up that game. You'll have a quick 10 to 20 star head start on the program, and you'll be wrapping up that program in 4, 5, 6 hours, being done with it all the way to 300 stars. Super, super quick. Being able to either use the boss if you're just wanting to get it knocked out of the way, get it done, or put your boss up on the market for an insane amount of subs. And he's going to be selling for a ton of subs in this next inning. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about the method to get stars before the program inning drops, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. I'll definitely respond, help you out. If there was anything I said that maybe was a bit confusing, if you want any more clarification, maybe you have any other ideas or thoughts or opinions on it, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. Same as Twitter as well. My DMs are always open on Twitter, !Twitter. Slowly closing in on 1,000 followers on Twitter. We're getting there. So if you drop me a follow there, definitely much appreciated. My DMs are always open, whether it's about program grinding help or investment help, market questions, whatever. Hit me up on there. Definitely don't be shy. Slide up in the DMs. As always, though, if you enjoyed this video and you're going to be utilizing this new method to gain inning program stars fast in the 6th inning program MLB The Show 20, definitely be sure to like and subscribe. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers, at which point we're going to be doing a 12-hour flipping challenge. I'm gonna be building up my bankroll, especially after we sell this next inning boss. I got a lot of my inventory to sell. We're gonna build up the bankroll close to 1 million subs and going in and flipping for 12 hours straight. It's gonna be absolutely insane. I don't know if I'm gonna last all the way through it, but we'll see what I can do. We'll see how many stubs I can make in that time. So definitely be sure to subscribe to be on the lookout for that. As always though, thank y'all so much for watching. The support is incredible and I appreciate each and every single one of you. We will also be grinding out the 6th inning program live on Twitch. The link is down in the description below. Again, we've been one of the first people to complete each of the inning programs so far. We sold Big Poppy last inning for 350K, just 4 hours, 4.5 hours into the inning program job. So definitely be sure to hit us up on Twitch. Link down in the description below. When this inning program drops, we're going to be grinding it out the gate the day it drops. So you definitely want to come around, hang out in our Twitch chat, keep up with what we're doing. If there's any questions, if anything new pops up about the game, when the market's reacting to the content drop as well, we're looking at all that live, the conquest rewards, the showdowns, the missions, any player programs, what the bosses are looking like. We're breaking all that down. Complete the inning program super fast, opening some packs, having a good time, having a blast. Definitely check out the link down in the description below. But until next time, I'll catch y'all around.